So welcome back, and in this short video I'm going to show you how we can start using Laravel and Redis. So let's begin, and the first thing that we need to do is create a new Laravel app. So I'm going to type composer, create a project, Laravel. So now I say that I want to create a new Laravel app, and I'm going to create a new project folder named Redis video tutorial or something like that. Maybe just Laravel Redis. So let's create a new Laravel project and wait until it will be installed, until all packages will be installed. And great, now we can go inside this folder Laravel Redis. Let's clear my terminal, and now let's install new package that we need for this project. This is Redis. So Redis install, and great, that's all. So why did I install this package? The reason is so simple, because we're gonna use this package if we want to use Redis in our project. So that's all for now, but before you gonna start also creating new Laravel app, you need to install Redis on your PC or Mac, or what do you use. So now I'm gonna show you 5 commands of. So if you, for example, using macOS you can go here, and you need just to use brev install Redis. And if you're using Linux, you can go to the official documentation and install this Redis package by using this instruction. Or if you're using Windows, you can use also this instruction. So that's all. And after installation, you will need to start Redis server. So now I'm gonna open again my terminal. Okay, my terminal, and I'm gonna start Redis server. So I typing Redis server. Okay, looks like Redis is starting. Oh, no config file. Okay, I forget. Yeah, so if you want to start Redis server, Redis server. Okay, this is not working because, okay, I see. Because I already started my Redis server, I forget to off this. So you need to start your Redis server on your PC by typing this command, and after that you can start building your Laravel app with Redis. So now let's open a Laravel app in the code editor. Okay, so first let's go to the config database.php, and we need to go to the connections, and here is Redis. Oh, I mean yeah, so here is Redis, and you need to change this to Redis, because we're gonna use Redis via package that we installed by Composer. Okay, and that's all. If you already started your Redis server, you don't need to type some parameters for connection, because all date values that are here are provided by default. And now we can create a new controller. So now I'm gonna open my terminal, and I'm gonna now type php artisan make controller, for example, or Redis controller. Okay, Redis controller. And okay, now let's open this controller, and now let's make one example. But before we're gonna do this one example, we need to open app.php, and we need to provide here one Redis facade that we're gonna use. Now let's get back to the Redis controller. Now let's import this facade, and now let's create a new function, index. And inside this function, let's try to create a new record in the Redis database. So we're gonna have a key name with 1, or for example, we can type Laravel, or maybe, yeah, let's maybe type here, for example, user 1. So it will be user with key 1, and first name, it will be, for example, Mike. Yeah. And let's create another key with value John, and let's change this to the second key. And now let's create another record, Kate, for example. So now we have 3 keys, and this data will be saved in the Redis database. Okay, and now we can open roads web.php, and let's create here Redis. And yeah, let's also import this controllers that we just created. So app http controllers, Redis controller. Okay, and let's create a new route for this index function that we created in the Redis controller. type here index. Okay, now let's start local server of the app. Okay, great. So now let's open browser and let's go to the local server Redis, and as you can see there is no errors. This means that now we can check Redis database. So I'm gonna use Redis Insight tool to check this. So you can see this is Redis Insight tool, and there is my server that already started and database. And if I open it and if I refresh, as you can see there is 3 records that I created. And as you can see, this is user 1, first name, Mike, and John. So that means that our app now is working with Redis, but that's not all. Let's get back to the code and let's go now to the Redis controller and let's try to get all these 3 records. So I'm going maybe I'm gonna use for loop, and I'm gonna get these 3 records. So I'm gonna type here echo Redis get. So if you want to get some record from the Redis database, you need just to type here get method and type name of the key. So now I'm gonna type here, okay, so yeah, 1 2 3, okay, and now I'm going to type that I want to get first name. So great. Now let's get back to the browser. Now let's refresh page. Okay, so let's refresh it, and as you can see I get Mike, John. Okay, great, but I don't see Kate. Maybe I think the reason because I need to change this to 0. And now let's open browser again, and now let's refresh it again, and yeah, I don't see Kate. I don't know why. Maybe let's try again. Maybe I should change this to 4, for example. Yeah. And now let's try to refresh this again. Okay, now I see Kate. So that's all. That's how we can set up Laravel and Redis. That was really short but nice tutorial where I showed you how you can start, how you can connect Redis, how you can configure this fast, and how you can start setting some keys and values. But that's not all features of the Redis. You know, there are more complex features like a transactions and many others. So that was tutorial just for beginners. So thanks for watching, and we're gonna meet in the next video.